In this video, we are going to be looking at the key costs involved with opening a nursery. Whether you plan to open a nursery or you're just curious, you will learn the estimated costs you can expect to start up, which will help with your planning and potentially creating your business plan. For those that don't know, I run a nursery in London and I'm the creator of the course Open Your Nursery in just 6 months without a massive budget, which continues to help prospective nursery owners like yourself achieve their dream of owning their own nursery. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button and remember that all links mentioned in the video can be found in the description box below. The cost of opening a nursery can vary so differently. Some nurseries cost hundreds of thousands of pounds, whereas others can be open for close to 10,000 or even less. I have tips on how to open a nursery for less in the course which I just mentioned. At the end of the video, we'll calculate all the costs we've gone through and see how much it can cost to open a nursery. Stick around to the end where I'll also let you know how you can save up to 70% of the usual startup costs. So let's get started. Firstly, your biggest expenditure will be the cost of your building. The main part of this will be your purchase price, rent and/or deposit. If you're using a building you already own or rent, this can be relatively low. However, if you're not, then there can be high deposits to pay. You will also be paying mortgage or rent for a period before you actually open, so make sure you include this in your budgeting. Including deposits and your initial rent, the cost of your building can range anywhere from 10,000 upwards to 50 to hundreds of thousands. You may need to factor in the cost of remodeling the building as well, which can include things like installing children's toilets or remodeling outside surfaces. Other costs that can be included in your building costs are the cost of your insurance and any testing that you may need to do in the building, for example pat testing or fire safety. The next main cost you need to think about is your staffing. This includes the cost of your recruitment, uniform costs and the cost of training staff. Ensuring staff are first aid trained, DBS checked and having relevant food hygiene and safeguarding qualifications. These costs can range anywhere from £1,000 to £5,000, though it can be a lot higher if you use agencies for your recruitment and it is dependent on your staff size. If you're just having a few staff initially, it can cost just a few £100s. You should also budget for the first 3 months of your staff's wages, just in case it takes longer than expected to get enough children in to cover your ongoing costs. This takes the total staff cost to roughly £13,000 to £25,000. Another cost you need to be aware of is the cost of your office and nursery equipment. I'll be going through the actual resources and equipment you will need to open your nursery in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to be notified when this comes out. Though you should budget roughly £2,000 to £5,000 for office equipment and roughly £3,000 to £10,000 for nursery equipment. This takes a total for nursery and office equipment to roughly £5,000 to £15,000. You also need to pay to register with Ofsted. This costs £220. You also need to create documents to ensure that you stick to Ofsted guidelines, which includes creating various policies and procedures and staff handbooks, etc. This can cost anywhere from £400 to £500 to create. You can get information on the compliance documents you will need on the full course. So to save the hundreds of pounds and time it costs to create these by yourself, enroll on the full course using the link below. The course is currently already discounted from £997 to just £249.99, though you can get a further 10% off the full course by using the discount code YouTube1. The final main cost associated with opening your nursery is the cost of marketing. This includes creating your website, creating various marketing tools like branded materials and flyers, as well as any online marketing you will need. It is important to plan how you will spend your marketing budget, but a budget of £2,000 to £5,000 is realistic to start off with. So that's the main cost involved with opening your nursery. Though listen, before we total all of this and get the final amount, you can learn how to open a nursery from just £10,000, saving you hundreds of thousands of pounds on the starter course. Click the link in the description, how to open a nursery, the starter guide to enroll. It usually costs £14.99, but use code YouTube2 to get the course for just £4.49. Now to the totaling of the costs. Quick run through of the costs are: building costs £20,000 to £75,000, staffing costs £13,000 to £25,000, office and nursery equipment £5,000 to £15,000, Ofsted costs £620 to £720, marketing £2,000 to £5,000. This leaves an estimated total ranging from anywhere from £40,000 to £120,000. If you want to continue your learning and find out the 7 steps involved with opening a nursery, click the video on the screen now. So head over to that video now, but don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone else you know who may be looking to open their own nursery. Thanks for watching and good luck on your journey and dream of opening your nursery. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.